Donald Trump did not start Islamophobia. He is using Islamophobia to get what he wants. The past year has seen a drastic increase in anti-Muslim hate crimes and blatant Islamophobia. After 16 years of Islamophobia and centuries of conditioning before that, it may even be difficult to recognize how it's all around us. Recently, Donald Trump retweeted 3 anti-Muslim videos, supposedly portraying Muslims being violent. After being asked to remove those videos, Twitter responded by saying, "There may be the rare occasion when we allow controversial content or behavior which may otherwise violate our rules to remain on our service." What Twitter is saying is, yes, these videos violate their policies, but hey, we're gonna keep them there. Meanwhile, Sarah Sanders responded by saying that even if the videos are fake, the threat is real. This isn't a surprise. Sanders is the spokesperson for the Trump administration, and her job is to repeat propaganda. Saying something obviously untrue and making your subordinates repeat it with a straight face in their own voice is a particularly startling display of power over them. It's something that was endemic to totalitarianism. I would argue it's not something that was endemic, but still continues to be. The absolutely false statements people readily accept and repeat about Muslim communities is part and parcel of how fascism in the Trump regime is functioning. Another response that we can look at is a tweet of Maggie Haberman of the New York Times. She tweeted, "After 9/11, George W. Bush urged tolerance. Today, POTUS tweets antagonized an entire religion." Let's get a few things straight. George W. Bush invaded and occupied Afghanistan and Iraq. That is not urging tolerance. Islamophobia is deeply rooted in this nation's history. It did not start with Trump, and we cannot whitewash and sugarcoat other anti-Muslim policies simply because Trump is in office. The past 16 years have solidified anti-Muslim bigotry in our policies and in our interpersonal relations. Donald Trump has been able to harness this bigotry throughout his campaign, and now he is using it to implement anti-Muslim policies. Some of the impact of Trump's anti-Muslim speech has been a drastic increase in hate crimes against Muslim communities at unprecedented levels. This includes arson at mosques, vandalism, violence, and bullying in schools. So why? Why is Islamophobia so popular? Dawood Walid, who is the director at CARE Michigan, has said that Islamophobia is a branch on the tree of white supremacy. White supremacy has often used marginalized communities to maintain power, and it's often easier to sell policies that would otherwise be unpopular when you have a scapegoat. Surveillance, wars, increased law enforcement, and invasive searches at airports are all easily accepted because Muslims are used as that scapegoat. So what can we do to mitigate anti-Muslim sentiment? Well, let's start with media. Host a Muslim panelist. Now is not the time to feign subjectivity. Fascist and racist talking points are not the other side of an argument. For individuals, have conversations with your family and friends when they spew anti-Muslim remarks. Stand with Muslim communities when asked. Sign that petition, make that call to Congress, and go to that protest. And finally, for this in particular, Twitter, stop protecting Donald Trump. Your admission that the videos violate your terms of use and insistence on keeping them up makes you complicit in promoting anti-Muslim sentiment. Delete his account. Our communities are at risk.